Ladies and gentlemen, Starfield comparison week continues here on the channel, and I've kind of been looking forward to this particular comparison because we have the Xbox ROG Ally facing off against the Legion Go 1. And I thought this would be an interesting comparison because if you are in the market for the Xbox ROG Ally, it's priced at $599 and it's right in the same ballpark as the Legion Go. Now, the Legion Go's MSRP price for the terabyte model, which is the one that you can most commonly still find, is $749. There is a 512 model, which more matches the Xbox ROG Ally, and it is priced at $699 MSRP. So it is a little bit more expensive at the regular price, but you can quite often find the Legion Go 1 on sale. It's, I mean, I've seen it as low as $499 US here on sale. So there will be times that it might even be cheaper than the Xbox ROG Ally. You know, with tariffs and everything like that here in the last couple of months, I have not seen nearly as many sales on, especially on the Legion devices, the Legion Go devices, especially the Legion Go S, which was on sale quite a bit throughout this year, but a little bit after September, really stopped seeing the big, deep, you know, $200, $250 discounts on the Legion Go devices. So if you're considering picking up the Xbox ROG Ally, I think the Legion Go is definitely something that you may want to consider because it is in that ballpark, especially if you're looking at secondhand, things like that. But again, I think this holiday season you'll be able to find it on sale for a similar price. So let's kind of talk about the differences that you can obviously see the video. Both these devices are running Starfield quite well. You know, I maintain that Starfield it really seems to run pretty good on handheld, much better than I expected. And I'm using a save file, you know, at different points throughout the video, you know, anywhere from 4 hours to I think 20 hours. So if you guys have played Bethesda games too, you know, the sort of the deeper into your save file, the kind of more issues you might run into with the game trying to remember like all the different things that you might have picked up or moved or dropped or whatever everywhere. So, but I have my save file is at most 25 hours for this game. I did not really sink tons and tons of time into it like I have some of their other games like Fallout and things like that. But so that's something to keep note. So these are, you know, 25 hours and under saves for these different video points. So just it's something to keep in mind there. As far as the Legion Go 1 is concerned, you can hear the audio here, and it is nowhere near the audio quality that you're going to get out of the Xbox ROG Ally. So if you like to game handheld and have the audio playing, like if you're not using like Bluetooth headphones or something like that, the Xbox ROG Ally, it just blows the Legion Go 1 away. Now, the Legion Go 1 out of the box is even worse than you're hearing here. So I've tuned it through the like EQ settings and stuff like that to make it as good as possible. And it sounds okay. I mean, it certainly will, you know, if you need to use that and you don't have the headphones connected or whatever, you can do that. But I would always pretty much be using headphones with the Legion Go 1. Whereas not so much the case with the Xbox ROG Ally. I think it is much better in that regard. As far as some of the other differences, the biggest one obviously is the 7-inch screen that you have with the Xbox ROG Ally. You do get VRR on the Xbox ROG Ally, which is nice, but it's at 48 to 120 hertz, which on AAA games is not going to be super useful for you because most of the time you are going to be running at lower frame rates for AAA games. Now, as you see here, in this little inside area, the Xbox ROG Ally was flying. It was up in the 70s on the FPS. But as soon as you drop back outside, here we are, under 30 FPS, no VRR for you. So that's a really good example of inside that door and outside that door where VRR would kick in versus VRR not kicking in. So now the Legion Go screen does not have VRR, but it is at 8.8-inch display, so it is much more expansive, and it has, in my opinion, far more vibrant color profile just set up out of the box. On the Xbox ROG Ally, the colors were very muted out of the box. I had to turn on Vivid in Armory crates. I had to turn off a setting that was automatically toggled on in the AMD app that was also kind of reducing the screen quality. And then there is some Windows settings that can control color as well that helped out. So once all those three things were dealt with, I think the color on the Xbox ROG Ally is pretty good. It's decent. It's definitely passable, but you are going to have to play with some things to get it looking good. Whereas the Legion Go looks great right out of the box, no problem. As far as ergonomics, hands down, the Xbox wins in the ergonomics department. A lot of people don't like the Legion Go controllers because of the angles at the bottom, and it like sort of digs into your hands. I'm going to be honest with you, the way that I hold it, I never really had much of a problem with the Legion Go 1 controller. And it's interesting because I expected the Legion Go 2's controllers to be, more comfortable, a bigger step up. And they are. Like, they're much nicer. They're much more rounded and contoured. So they do feel nice to hold. But when I'm actually playing it for an hour and a half or 2 hours, I am getting a little bit of hand fatigue on the Legion Go 2 versus the 1. Now, that could just be from it being a little bit heavier, or, maybe I'm just holding it a little different than I held the original. I'm not really sure there, but this is something to note. As far as the, buttons are concerned, buttons are a little more loud on they're actually kind of comparable on these two devices. The Legion Go 2 is much quieter than the Legion Go 1 on the buttons. So if you're worried about like noisy buttons or anything like that, these are about the same as far as I was paying attention to anyway. The sticks they feel good. I like on the Xbox ROG Ally. I really haven't talked about it too much, but they are like the Xbox style stick grips built in, which is nice because you can see I on my Legion Go devices I use stick grips because I really don't like the actual stock thumbstick as is for the Legion devices. I really like putting something else on them. So that's just something to note where the Xbox stick grips are quite good, and I do like those just fine. You get the kind of circular style D-pad on the Xbox ROG Ally versus just the traditional cross on the Legion Go. I don't love either one of them, to be honest with you. I think the Xbox's ROG Ally is probably a little bit better. I like the Legion Go 2's D-pad much better than the Legion Go 1's. The Legion Go has a touchpad that the Xbox does not have, which is nice for, I do PlayStation Remote Play a lot, and of course, you have the touchpad control, so it's nice to be able to, use the touchpad without having to touch the glass screen, which I appreciate. I really hate touching the screen on these devices. Don't like that. I don't like getting fingerprints all over it, so I do appreciate having that on there. Legion Go 2 also has way more like back buttons and stuff like that, but the Xbox ROG Ally also has one on each side as well, which I think is totally fine. A lot of the other buttons on the Legion Go is for its FPS mode, where you can kind of pull the controllers off and use it like a vertical mouse. I personally don't use that. A lot of people like it. So that's just something to note on that. But again, on the performance of this game, it scales really well up and down, has dynamic resolution scaling, so we're seeing it on one of the lower end. The Xbox ROG Ally is comparable in power to a Steam Deck. It's, I think, a little bit more powerful. So the game is running quite good on both of these. So really it's going to be kind of totally your preference on the feature set of what you're getting into. I think, the bezel's obviously way smaller on the Legion Go versus the big top and bottom bezels on the Xbox ROG Ally. I really wish they would have gone with a bigger screen there. It looks like it wouldn't have taken them a ton more, as far as like a hardware footprint wise. Because these devices, from left to right are about the same width. Obviously the Xbox is not as tall. So if you're throwing these into a bag or whatever, yeah, the Legion Go is going to be just a little bit heftier. And it does come with a case versus the Xbox One that does not come with a case. So that's something else to consider in your price point. And I actually like the case that the Legion Go 1 comes with. I think it's actually even quite a bit better than the one the Legion Go 2 comes with, which is a little bit disappointing for that device. But I think either one of these, if you're kind of like looking to get into PC handhelds for the first time, I think these are both really great starter devices. The Legion Go is the handheld PC that really kind of made me re-fall in love with like handheld gaming and play more, handheld PC gaming for really the first time. I'm mostly been a console gamer, and so it's really a device that I like quite a bit. If I'm choosing one of these two, I'm gonna probably choose the Legion Go 1, even though it's 2 years old versus brand new one. The last thing I'll say is battery life. If battery life is super important to you, the Legion Go 1 is not the one for you. Its battery life is atrocious. XBOX ROG Ally has really good battery life, so you won't have any issues on that. But hey, if you guys have any questions on either one of these, please drop it in the comments down below. Leave it a like. Be sure to subscribe for more videos. If you have any suggestions, things you want to see on the channel, things like that, I am all ears. I definitely like to hear what you guys are thinking about, what you want to see, so that way I can kind of plan the next round of content as we get more and more videos up on the channel. So if you like these videos, yeah, please give them a like, subscribe, share it with a friend if they're considering picking up a new PC handheld, so they can kind of check out some of what's out there in the market. And hey, thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.